Today we are going to be recapping and reacting to everything going on and trending within the MMA community over on the Explore page on X, starting off with the danger... Sorry, I usually have these up and I'm like, I know what we're about to react to for the first one. I didn't even read it. The danger of wearing a G-string as a ring girl. We better be able to show whatever we're about to show unless the commentary is just going to be Sean and Nina. All right, let's see.
What kind of tattoos I grew up on her back? Oh man, that's a girl that ruined your fucking life, dude. That little demon on her back? Get out of there, you little succubus.
Wow. Dude, you know what? I heard a lot about these two actually giving commentary. I see the vision for that. I didn't watch the event, but I understand where they were going with this.
I mean, she's got a great body.
Yeah, no, like you. Oh, I think I've seen the butthole. I absolutely seen the butthole.
I'm telling you, the butthole is out. There's no.
Okay, looks like we're safe for YouTube over here. Okay.
Their fault.
Best body by far. No moon landing on that bitch.
Is there a fight going on?
In a G-string, and then they have to bend over and then spread their legs to get through the ropes.
Dude, hang on. Look at Nina's yapping, and look at Sean's face. He's just watching it, dude.
But when you put women in a G-string, and then they have to bend over and then spread their legs to get through the ropes.
Look at the way he looks up, trying to get another angle, man.
You're gonna see it. I wish that they just. No.
I mean,
did someone say what color? Did I hear that correctly? I did hear that correctly.
I mean, it's darker. You know?
Crazy, man. Sean just answers it. Oh my god, let's see what some people had to say about that. This is hilarious. I mean, it's darker. Crazy, man. Nina with the unfiltered commentary we all needed. She's what everyone was thinking. She said what everyone was thinking in 4K. Okay, I thought she was saying she is what everybody was thinking in 4K. Oh, Jesus, that sounds horrible. Does anyone have any examples of this? That way we can use the material to educate promoters in the future. I feel like if whoever that was, and they actually ended up getting some sort of angle of what Sean and Nina were just talking about, that would be all over the internet with the MMA community. But I did have a little bit of scare there because I'm like, dude, am I even going to be able to show this online? What am I recording right now? But let's continue on to the next topic. This fan got a Jon Jones tattoo on his leg, and Jon was loving it. I mean, you know what? All jokes aside, I would imagine people are only going to be respectful and nice about this. That is a very well done tattoo, but oh boy. That is crazy. Oh my god. And what is it now? Oh my god. And Jon wrote something on it too. Oh my god, dude. You know, I hate to be that guy. I don't understand the whole getting another man's face or name tattooed on you thing. You take that and you add Jon Jones to it? I don't know, man. I don't know if you would want somebody like Jon Jones tattooed on you for anything. Like, look how big that is. What the hell is wrong with people, dude? Someone said, nice tattoo, bud. Getting a tattoo of someone known for being a drug sheet junkie, wife beater, and so on. How embarrassing. Literally, though. I don't get it. I don't understand getting another man tattooed on you in general, but to have Jon Jones is something special. You got to be a total bitch to get another man's face. There you go. Another man's face tattooed on your body. I Show Speed tattooed the face of Ronaldo on his body. I think it's weird. I think it's a weird thing to do. Like, tattoos can look sick. There's crazy good artwork that a lot of people get, you know? But another man? No. Let's see what else we got going on. Shorty wore lingerie. All right. To the weigh-in. This got 27.7 million views already. What's this even for? Is this the brand risk thing too?
Where does it go? My head.
Okay, we're going to mute that for copyright purposes right there. You know, this is another thing that I'm surprised. Well, I mean, this definitely did go viral, but I'm part of MMA social media. I'm surprised that this hasn't like come across the feed over here. How did the fight go? Did anybody watch the fight? Did anybody even care about the fight? Dude, this is probably what, you know what? They're smart for what they're doing, man. And yeah, literally just the weigh-in right there. Dude, you know what I always love about these videos, especially when you have someone like that's a little bit, let's say, Tracy Cortez-ish, I will say. Whenever somebody like that's weighing in, you have the guys in the background, like the security or whatever, they're just so locked in. Like, or what about that clip with Joe Rogan? I don't remember who was weighing in with Joe Rogan, but he was literally doing this. Like, it was so funny, man. I'm sure we'll run into it again at some point. Oh, there you go. Bro's fighting for his life not to look. He knows Shorty. Yeah. You have this guy who's completely locked in a different sense. Oh my god, I love it so much, man. Anna said I would destroy her. We'll leave it at that one. How many views did Anna get? 410,000 views on that post, dude. It's so easy. Cooking art and cute try-ons. Just look at bro. Oh, this is what I come for, man. This is why I love these videos so much, dude. Bro fighting every cell in his body to soul not to look. It's nice that we didn't get like the weird old guys just commenting on how pretty the woman is. Instead, we got everybody talking about this dude. But hey, control your eyes. It's the best thing you can do, all jokes aside. We don't let lust enter, guys. Let's continue on over to Fight Odds Expert over here with 37.5k views. Luke Thomas and Ariel Helwani are the worst voices in MMA. It's not even close, I would imagine. I don't know why Luke Thomas is there. But I mean, like in general, I understand why Luke Thomas is there. But I mean, I'm thinking that this is coming from the Netflix event because a lot of people were very unhappy with Ariel Helwani after the Netflix event. Again, I understand why people don't like Ariel Helwani. I get it. I understand the instigator that he is. I've always known the instigator that he is. But I think that he's excellent at his job. I think he has great interviews, and I think he runs the show very well. So I do like Ariel Helwani. Like, you know, I don't like get mad at him for instigating things. You know what I mean? And he hates on the UFC a little too much. If he does, I don't watch the video. I don't care, you know? I don't hate Ariel Helwani. Luke Thomas is somebody that I have just stopped consuming his content over time. I don't dislike Luke Thomas. It's just, you know, I do understand what people are saying in the sense where it's like, you know, you get that feeling that Luke does think that he's better than everybody. He may not think that. That's just how he comes off sometimes. I've kind of grown out of Luke Thomas's content. I used to watch a lot of him like a very, very long time ago. But he ended up like kind of switching up the whole vibe of what he talks about sometimes. You know what I mean? It's Luke, and it's not even close. Luke is a narcissist that thinks his political views are morally superior to anyone that has different political beliefs in him and is beneath him. You know, that's the thing. He comes off, and he might not feel this way, which I think he does, but it comes off as if, like, Luke, when he's speaking, if you don't agree with what I'm saying right now, you are beneath me. That's how it comes off when Luke Thomas speaks, you know? He has a smug moral indication about him. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it, to be honest with you. Luke minus politics and his bitter hatred of the UFC is actually really decent. It's a shame that he can't be divorced from that. See, that's where I was coming from. It got a little bit too much for me, and I stopped watching the channel a long time ago, man. Somebody else said, I can't stand Luke. I fuck with Ariel, though. I'm 39. I've been watching MMA since 2007, so I have a soft spot for Ariel since he goes back so far. If you met Ariel in person and chopped it up with him about the sport, you would like him. He knows his stuff. I feel like it's a good way to put it, to be honest with you. And I think, honestly, Ariel has been around for that long that I think I do share that soft spot with him, to be honest with you. Guys, before we continue on to the next topic, check out the link tree at the top of the description. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. We make daily commentaries on multiple channels. If you happen to like me, my content, want something in the background to listen to, check it out. Additionally, like, subscribe, comment down below, help us out in the algorithm with all of that, guys. Let's continue on over here. Oh boy, it's Nina drama. Oh, I've seen this. I was scrolling through these comments already on my own time, guys. What would my UFC nickname be? Give me a good nickname, LOL. Nina engagement baiting over. Let's see. Tits McGregor. I haven't seen that one. Why would someone write Tits McGregor? That's not even funny. There were some pretty witty ones people have, like Ragged Distractor. Like that was bad right there, man. This is one that I've seen. I'm like, are you kidding me? Dude, that was one of the top replies to it when I first saw it. Nina Marie, the grip Danielle, someone said. It's crazy me what some people write, man. Nina no shame Maria. Understandable, but that's all we got for Nina Drama's nicknames over here. Let's continue on over to championship rounds. Drickus Duplessis says that Hamza Chimaev lost his aura after using the weight cut as an excuse for the loss to Sean Strickland. Let's see this clip over here. I have seen this one personally.
Yeah, I think this whole weight cut excuse is ridiculous, to be honest with you. So Ricky said he cut 12 pounds in the 24 hours. Those are rookie numbers. 12 pounds in 24 hours, that's not that bad.
I think it was 46 in total.
In total, but yeah. I mean, over the camp, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is that
you shouldn't just be cutting it like, you shouldn't be cutting all of that at like in such a short amount of time. And that's even if Hamza Chimaev's telling the truth, which I would imagine is leaning towards the truth, to be honest. But he is right in saying that.
The last 24 hours, and 12 pounds is not that much. I mean, I definitely got more than that. And yeah, sometimes I've had bad weight cuts too. 1 kilogram can make the world difference in a weight cut.
Using right, that is something that just happens, right? That's something that happens when you're a fighter.
Weight cut as an excuse when it comes to the fight. Even if you did have a bad weight cut, it's fine. It's happened to all of us. But you don't go out and say, oh, I lost the fight because of that. No. If you want to change weight divisions, change weight divisions. But blaming a bad weight cut is like saying, I lost the fight because I wasn't fit. It's on you. Be
To
more.
be honest with you, I agree with Dricus du Plessis in saying that, but the problem with this whole thing is that's how nobody's going to be talking about. Everybody's talking about, oh my God, Khamzat Chimaev destroyed you, Dricus du Plessis.
Disciplined. Any excuse for me, when you get into the octagon, there is no excuse. There's no excuse. If you went in there with a big injury, you made the decision to fight.
Agreed.
If the injury was so severe, don't take the fight. Yeah. Be a man and take your loss like a man. Don't make any excuses. There are no excuses. This wasn't. I think a lot of aura was lost in that, and
I don't know if it was necessarily like the aura was lost in the fact that he was making excuses for the performance, maybe a little bit, but I think the aura was lost in the fact that he wasn't absolutely dominating like he usually does because he was expecting to just run over Sean Strickland, right?
Is this going to break him, or is this going to motivate him to say, listen, I can't just rely on my wrestling. I need to fight MMA because that is at the end of the day where the sport is heading.
And I think that he is well-rounded, to be honest with you. Like, Khamzat Chimaev has some pretty underrated hands and some underrated power. It's just he needs to, like, really blast that cardio. And it's crazy to me because with the way that people talk about Khamzat Chimaev training, you would think that he would be able to go, like, 110% for 20 rounds. I don't understand how that ended up happening. That makes me think, like, maybe it was the weight cut. But regardless, you should be prepared for that.
The wrestling guys, they've been so dominant that everybody's starting to catch up. For Khamzat, I think he said he wants to go to 205, the easier route for sure. I think, just to take off the burden of a weight cut. But he said he's moving up to 205 to Dana, but now he's calling Strickland for a rematch. I don't think he deserves a rematch. He definitely doesn't because he has no title defenses. 0. So it doesn't justify a rematch at all.
Yeah, I agree with that. And of course, Dricus du Plessis is trying to just get in there with Sean Strickland. But the problem is you have Dricus du Plessis who has 2 wins over Sean Strickland. It just makes for an awkward part, At this point, you have to give it to Imavov. And I understand that Sean Strickland also beat Imavov. Maybe if Brendan Allen wins, then you can give him the shot. That's probably why it seems like they're going to do, apparently they're doing talks like with Dricus du Plessis and Kamaru Usman. That way, Dricus can like hard earn another shot. And if Kamaru Usman happens to win that fight, then you just put Kamaru Usman versus Sean Strickland there. And that would be another interesting matchup because of the history there, right? But let's see what some people had to say about this. I can only imagine what we're going to hear about. Dricus went through 25 minutes of molestation by Khamzat Chimaev. He cannot be talking. Yep. That's all that we're going to hear about Dan. This man can't even wrestle, and he was a world champion. Getting put in a crucifix 3 times in 1 round is what he calls losing aura. Now, I'm not going to dog on Dricus du Plessis at all for getting out-wrestled by arguably the greatest wrestler that we've seen in mixed martial arts. It just goes to show how good Sean Strickland is, man. He's right, but what did Dricus lose after getting fucked for 5 rounds? Wow. His virginity, somebody said. Nothing screams losing aura like this. Yeah. He would have lost a lot more aura, in my opinion, if Khamzat Chimaev actually fought him, like the way that he fought Sean Strickland. It was a little bit of a hugging fest, that one. But that face doesn't exactly help too much Dricus du Plessis right there, I will say. Strickland was as magnificent as possible. There's no denying that, but you could tell Chimaev wasn't 100% ready. The weight cut was clearly brutal, and it definitely lost that aura as an invincible titan. But the problem is, Khamzat always has weight issues. Like, he's in the wrong weight class. Go up to 205 and we'll see what a beast he is there. He's like coming in as a little bit of a weight bully, but it was that in combination with Strickland actually having that good a grappling defense because Sean was able to defend everything in the first round. That's why I believe it was more Sean Strickland being on point and Sean Strickland being a champion than it was Khamzat Chimaev's weight cut. Let's continue on over to championship rounds. Gene Silva got scared shitless when his wife walked into his room while he was playing a horror game. All right, let's see this. Okay. Wow. Aww. You're crazy, she says. Okay, now, Gene, you're overplaying it a little bit, dude. You're overplaying it a little bit. I think you overplay. It's crazy because he is such a fun fighter to watch, but it's the things like this that you watch him, you just overdo it a little bit. Him crying with the belt, the type of stuff that just like goes, okay. Like, it'd been funny. His wife scared him. Leave it at that, not the afterwards. I'm spending too much time on it, guys. Let's see what some people had to say. He saw his daddy. Dude, that is actually such a hard picture of Diego Lopez. Like, I love that, man. I love that. It's like he's getting ready to just, this demon's getting ready to just do his work, He was terrified Diego was going to lump his head again like an impulse grenade. Dude, whoever thought about that the first time, genius, man. Top tier humor right there. Somebody else said, scared little rat. Volk went to scream like a little girl. He has a family to protect, and he wouldn't destroy the threat upon immediate self-awareness of the situation. John Silva is cooked. Stay in line. You know, all of that, unless it's Islam Makhachev. Crazy how these guys are so fearless in the cage, but get scared while playing a horror game. I mean, you can be a jumpy guy. I don't think I'm really all that jumpy, but like, I would do that. Like, you know what I mean? If, I guess that does make you a little bit jumpy, but I wouldn't like go, oh my God, you know what I mean? If my wife came up like while I was recording or something, you know what I'm talking about? Let's continue on over here to Cherry MMA. Former UFC strawweight champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. 82,000 views on this one. This is probably just going to be a thirst trap. And it is. There's no audio to the video. Yep, that's pretty much it. But again, everybody's been liking Joanna a little bit more with time, man. I understand him now. I don't remember exactly what they went through, to be honest with you. I remember them getting a little bit pissed off at each other. I don't know if there was a dating story there. I don't recall. This give is really, I mean, I understand the point, but like really nothing to do with who she is. But Britney Spears vibes the last few weeks. What's she been doing the last few weeks? This is the first time I've heard of Joanna Jędrzejczyk in probably a few weeks. Like, I remember seeing her at a UFC event. I don't remember which one, but I don't know. Is she going crazy or something? Comment down below, guys. Let me know. Let's continue on over to a post by Kyle. These guys genuinely fought 4 times, yeah? And it was great. I loved watching them. It just sucks. The two sucked the prime out of each other, man, which was horrible. But, dude, I will never forget the first time where I sat down and watched these two battle it out the first time. And the second time, Moreno having his performance, having his swan song, right? Not swan song, but having his moment with the belt. Very wholesome. It was fun to watch 4 times, man. They are excellent, excellent fighters. First fight, at least, is one of my favorite fights to rewatch. Super high pace with some crazy scrambles. The fights after kind of disappointed, but Flyweight was also in trouble. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely true right there, but I definitely love that first fight more than anything, man. Hey, didn't I just say that? Did I just say that I killed their primes? Something along those lines? It sucks, and Figgy is not in his prime, Mr. Cyril Gone. Who has a profile with Cyril Gone Enjoyer? Enjoyer of the greatest heavyweight on the planet, #1, Francis's finest future champion. All right. Took 5 years off their life. Yeah. These two are definitely going to have brain issues just because of that singular fight. These dudes would never even be champs if Cejudo didn't leave 125. I think they could definitely compete with Henry Cejudo. I'm talking about a flyweight Davison Figueiredo, a prime flyweight Davison Figueiredo. Do you think he could beat TJ Dillashaw? I'd pick him, honestly. I think he would play ping pong with Cejudo's head. No, Cejudo's a very underrated fighter. That's interesting. I don't know how that one would go, guys. But let's continue on over to this championship rounds over here. Conor McGregor spoke about the Max Holloway rematch for the first time. I watched this whole interview. Let's react to it together.
Big fight is coming. Let's cheers to that. The Mac is back, baby. Let's go. It's like a musical. Music to my ears it is. Rob, you know, I'm out so long, 5 years. My body's fresh, my mind is sharp.
And I watched this entire interview, and if you guys are interested in Conor McGregor's comeback, I would suggest you go watch this entire interview as well. He really, really kind of convinced me that he's at least locked in for training camp for this fight. He's taking it seriously. He seems like he's off the drugs. He was locked into the conversation. You know, it was a big difference in the version of McGregor here than what we've been seeing from the past years. The only thing is that enough to compete with somebody like Max Holloway, who's been active, who's become a champion, who's gotten even better? I don't think so. But at the very least, I think we can trust him to show up.
I'm ready to come back. I've got a great opponent. I've got a great deal off the UFC. I'm very, very happy. They honored me, finally, I can say. So, July 11th. And the opponent is a man that I have beaten before in Max Holloway. So, he is an established fighter, an accomplished fighter, former UFC world champion.
And that's true. Max Holloway went on to be a absolute marauder, dude.
So, this is a quality opponent.
Indeed.
And quality is an understatement, man. If you thought he was going to fight Michael Chandler, right? This is a vast superior fighter over to Michael Chandler. Max Holloway is probably, this is a legitimate threat. Conor's taking no easy fight, dude.
Bout was martial arts mastery by yours truly. So I plan on doing it again. I plan on showing my growth, you know, and my improvements in there. So I'm very, very excited for it. Preparation is going very well. We're living, breathing.
Well, I mean,
and again, he does seem happy. He seems locked in. He seems comfortable. He looks to be in pretty good shape. And I know he's getting older now. I think he's like 38 years old, but I think he looks good, man. He looks more sober, you know? Maybe not 100% sober, but certainly more sober than we've seen him look.
Sleeping in the gym, literally.
Here we are.
I live in the gym. I have a base here, and I have a base in my coach John's gym, and I go between them both. So training's going very, very well. The big fight is
It's good to hear, man. It's good to hear. It makes me a little bit more excited for the fight, to be honest with you. Again, I suggest that you guys go check out that whole thing because it was actually interesting watching those two talk. Somebody said improvements. We saw you last getting knocked out by Dustin. Nothing will be different, Mystic Mac. Maybe, and that's difficult too because there are some dogs that Conor was fighting, and Conor was really locked in for that Dustin Poirier match. He needs to go back to that original style that he had. Conor McGregor doing his usual salesman pitch, but he don't have the fire that he once did to get back in that. Again, go watch it. I see a little bit of fire in Conor McGregor. It's difficult to see if he'll be able to bite down and actually go to war again. That's another story, but you guys get my point. Let's continue on over here to imagine for a second that Conor McGregor actually beat Max. Who does he fight next? Topuria Islam, which is his biggest fight for him. Dude, he's probably going to gun for the title. And I'm with the top reply right there. Zero chance that he beats Max. I don't think that he's going to beat Max. There's no way. We're coping and thinking, like, the correct pick over here is Max Holloway. The correct bet to make is Max Holloway. He beat Max 12 years ago. Max was a rookie then. Conor will get finished. But Conor was also a rookie at the time as well. Both guys have developed into phenomenal championship caliber fighters. Why does he look like, hang on, why does he look like Gamrot now? Hang on. You know, I see what you're talking about, but I still don't quite think he looks like Mateusz Gamrot, to be honest with you. But if you guys want to keep talking about Conor McGregor, then why don't you check out this tier list video that we did that absolutely bombed. Nobody watched it, where we rank fighter mugshots. I'd love to have you over there. Thank you so much for being here and for watching a video today, guys. Take care, everybody.